You're good.
Christ the King! What's going on? What's going on? Listen, it's such an honor to be able to spend a few minutes with you. I get it. There's so much that's happening in the world that's bringing uncertainty, that's bringing angst, that's bringing feelings of, oh my gosh, what's going to happen? But the reality is, you guys have gifts to give. The reality is that there are things for which we can be grateful. The reality is that what we're experiencing right now isn't the be all end all, right? We're journeying through a time right now. And as we reflect on this time, we have to get through it, right? As we get through it and then look back on it, there are going to be lessons learned in it. One of the important questions I'm going to ask you, as I think about this journey, right? I want you to know that you're not journeying by yourself. Okay, so when I say one voice, I'm going to invite you with passion and energy to say one team. You ready? One voice! One voice! That's what it takes, fam. So it's about understanding that you don't have to journey alone, right? There's a quote that says, if you want to go fast, go alone. You want to go far, go together. So we're journeying through this thing together. Even though we're on our own journey, our own individual journeys, we're collectively moving through this. And there's going to be a time in our lives where, God willing, you get older, right? You graduate high school, you do your thing post-secondary, you start working, and you God willing, you have a family, and you get old, and your teeth start falling out, and stuff starts happening, and there's gonna be a day where you're sitting down, right? And you're gonna be sitting down, and there's gonna be a young person that's gonna come up to you, and I don't know what kind of device they're gonna have. They're gonna have some type of special device. They're gonna say, hey, in class, they were talking about this time called COVID, and you were alive during that time, and they were saying that it was special, and some people did some special things. What did you do? And by virtue of the way that you show up now for yourself and for people around you, you have an opportunity to preemptively answer that question. What did you do at this time? What did you do at this dash of time, right? Because again, this is going to be, in the grand scheme of things, even though it shifts things, it's going to be a blip on the radar, right? So understand your ability to express gratitude, your ability to see positivity, not just in what's around you, but in people around you, and your ability to be that positivity for somebody else. How are you going to show up? What are you doing that could uplift someone? My wife and I were blessed. We are blessed to have 3 teenage boys, right? At first, when the pandemic hit, it was, March break time. They're like, yo, 2 weeks, let's go. They were so amped. And then it extended a little bit more. They were still amped. And then it was extended a little bit more. And they started looking at each other like, yo, man, stop messing with my stuff, man. Can we go back to school, please? That was the call, right? But the reality is, no matter what happens, fam, we have each other. And the way that we show up for each other now and going forward can bring hope and positivity and possibilities for us. So I encourage you to be that light, be that hope, be the hands and feet of Jesus like they talk about at school, in terms of how you could show up in a way that gives somebody else a reason to know that they belong, that they matter, and that they have gifts to give as well. This time that we have is a gift, because you are a gift, and I'm honored to be able to have this time with you. I appreciate you. One voice, one team.